My name is Casores, assistant coach for the San Francisco Shock, and this is 5 reasons why Striker is the best tracer in the world, presented to you by NetApp. So coming in at number 5 on why Striker is the best tracer in the world is that he is so good at pushing out enemy tracers, grabbing space for the rest of the Shock, and just giving the backline and the front line for the Shock that much less to worry about, because that flank is cleared out, because that tracer is gone, and sometimes he will just outright kill the enemy tracer. And in the grand finals, especially when Smurf was on that Hammond, they were pushing out the enemy Hammond and tracer together and winning those duels. Here we can see just how good Striker is at taking space and controlling space for the team, and how good he is at pushing out tracers and 1v1ing tracers. Now this meta wasn't all about 1v1ing tracers, so we're going to see Smurf and Striker go for a 2v2 against the enemy Hammond and tracer on the retake, and you see how they're going to come out on top. So we walk up, Smurf and Striker together and stand 1 at Fleta. First of all, Smurf takes the aggro, they win the duel quickly, and Striker takes positioning. You see how he's using cover here as well. He's using this cover so the enemy team can't shoot him as easily, and he is still taking space for the team, which is great. Now gonna blink forward, and together with Smurf, they're gonna pincer out Fleta, take that space and kill him, while stand 1 is trying to heal up, winning this fight for the Shock. For the number 4 reason, it is just how accurate Striker is with his pulse bomb. So I've got some stats right here. He has a 44% stick rate accuracy across the 2020 OWL season, which is actually the second highest out of all tracer players. A 44% stick rate is absolutely crazy, and he actually got 2.56 kills per 10 minutes from just his pulse bomb. That means he is killing a lot of people with his pulse bomb and being very, very useful for the team, getting those picks in the pre-fights and the mid-fights and winning team fights off his pulse bombs. So at number 3, we have Striker's insane movement and his blink usage. I feel like whenever I watch Striker play, it almost never feels like he's wasting any blink, like he is not using his blinks properly. And the way he AD spams and the way he dodges projectiles and bullets actively with his blink, with his movement, stands out to me. And what also stands out is that he is able to go in and out of fights while almost never dying and keeping up pressure, so the enemy team has to keep looking around. They have to keep watching their backs because Striker could be behind them on that tracer. And here we have a great example of just how good Striker's blink usage and movement is. So he comes in here, goes under the enemy team right just to get that cover, to scout out. He's looking for a flank to get her with Smurf. Looking under the enemy team because Smurf is not ready yet. We're playing it slow. Enemy team starts splitting up a little bit more. And what Striker is especially good at is getting in and out of a fight while still maintaining pressure on the enemy team. So even if he's not always killing somebody, he will still put pressure on them, like he will do right here. He sees creative is hard scoped a little bit, almost gets 1 clipped, ends up getting nice pocket from Toby. But even though we're not killing creative, together with Smurf, we're putting so much pressure. Fitz ends up dying. Another good blink, right, from Striker, because that is what we're talking about. He blinks to the side here, dodging Prophet's LOS. Now he gets a clip on Prophet. He's gonna blink back in, chase Prophet down, dodge his shot by blinking again, getting that melee range, and finishing him off. Now together with Smurf, he's gonna try and focus down creative, but our team is going to clean up the fight. But you can see how Striker keeps blinking in and out of cover, annoying the enemy team, getting his pulse bombs really quickly, and finishing people off. Coming in at number 2, and for me this could have also been the number 1, but it is just how good Striker's target focus is with the rest of the team. So here is a quick clip where Striker goes on the flank. He's now behind the Shanghai Dragons here. And this really shows just how good Striker's Tracer and his target focus is. He goes behind. Sneaky. We already get a kill on Void. Fleta sees him. And I feel like a lot of Tracers would have just gone for the Fleta here. And would have taken the duel, right? But no. Striker, he ignores Fleta. Here's Violet call out the Discord orb on the enemies in Yada. And Smurf is also diving. Meanwhile, he's getting shot by Fleta. And yet he keeps going for this Zenyatta. And with some good tracking, he finishes off the Zenyatta together with Smurf. Does 85 damage. All because of that Discord orb. And that just shows how good the target focus is from Striker. And here is a second clip on just how good Striker's target focus is with the rest of the team. So he's going to walk up the right side here. It's a very short clip here, but he's going to focus down Fearless a little bit. The Shanghai Dragons are going to engage because their composition is all about engagement. And here you can see Striker has the option of going for the Ana, the Lucio, anybody, but Fearless is discorded. His team communicates this, Violet communicates it, and again, the synergy between Striker and Violet, just crazy because he goes past everybody, jumps into the Winston bubble, and secures the kill for the team, who couldn't actually focus Fearless because of his bubble, right? So Striker comes in clutch, and starts out this fight great for us. And the number one reason why Striker is the best Tracer is how well he uses cover. And how he's able to manipulate cover and create that into favorable duels for him. So he'll blink into cover and then he will single out people constantly. And if you watch his play, this is the main play style. He'll jump from cover to cover, shooting people he can see and creating favorable engagements for himself while always living. And that is why this is the number one spot on why Striker is the best Tracer in the world. And here's just a great example of our number one reason why Striker is the best Tracer in the entire world. His natural cover usage, his sneakiness, and the way he can get up to enemies is just unparalleled. We're going to be looking at this clip here because this is a great example of what I mean. He's going to blink to the left side here. He sees that the duel with Fleta is unfavorable, so he's going to avoid that. He's going to use the natural cover here on the left side to get the DM who we saw earlier in his peripheral vision. He's not going to use his blinks because that would make sound, would alert DM of his location. And then once he gets in range of DM, he's going to commit all his cooldowns to this fight. That is absolutely worth it. And he is going to end up winning this duel. But not only that, this fight has been very close. A couple of the Shock members are down, and now him and Smurf are going to go to the point, and they're going to use the natural cover of the map. So he hits this nice sticky onto stand 1 while using this right side cover, right? So he can't get flanked very easily. And then Fleta and Lee Dagon are going to come in, and they're also going to get cleaned up in a 2v3 situation. And that is how good Striker is at Tracer and how good he uses cover. Thank you for watching this video presented to you by NetApp. Again, my name is Casores. I do regular streams on Twitch, so you can check those out if you want. And make sure to leave a like and perhaps a comment on what type of top 5 video you'd like to see next. I hope to catch you in the next one.